You did everything they told you to do. You spent months, maybe even years, pouring your soul into every chapter, refining every character arc, and polishing your prose until it gleamed. You hired a professional editor to ensure your voice was perfect. You spent hundreds of dollars on a high-converting cover design to stop the scroll. You finally hit that publish button on Amazon KDP, popped the champagne, and waited for the world to notice, but then, the silence started. You checked your sales dashboard every hour, but the line stayed flat. Zero. Maybe a couple of downloads from your family and friends, but then, nothing. It feels like you're shouting into a void. You start to wonder, is my writing bad? Did I pick the wrong genre? Did I fail as an author? The truth is much simpler, but much more painful. You haven't just launched a book, you've created a ghost. A ghost book is a title that exists in the Amazon database, but it is invisible to the millions of readers who are searching for their next favorite story right now. Today, I'm going to show you why Amazon is hiding your work. To understand why your book is a ghost, you have to stop thinking of Amazon as a library and start thinking of it as a massive, high-stakes business. Imagine walking into the world's largest physical bookstore. The bestsellers are right at the front. They are face out on beautiful wooden tables. They are the first thing you see, the books that don't sell. They are shoved in the back corner, spine out, on a bottom shelf where you have to get on your hands and knees just to see the title. Amazon is exactly the same, but it's digital. Amazon's A9 algorithm is effectively the store manager. This manager doesn't care about your feelings, and it doesn't even care if your book is a literary masterpiece. Its only job is to put the products that are guaranteed to sell in the front window. The algorithm is a calculator. It looks for data. When a new book launches with 0 reviews and 0 sales history, the algorithm sees a high-risk product. Amazon won't waste its valuable front window space on a risk. It would rather show a book that has 500 reviews because it knows that book makes money. So, it buries you. You haven't been rejected by readers, you've just been hidden in the digital basement. Let's run a live reality check right now. I call this the ghost test. This is the only way to know for sure if Amazon has given up on your book. Open a browser and go to Amazon, but make sure you use an incognito or private window. This is vital because Amazon's AI knows your history and will show you your own book just to be helpful. You need to see what a complete stranger sees. Now, don't search for your book title or your name. A reader who doesn't know you won't search for those. Instead, search for your primary keyword. If you wrote a book on time management for busy moms or space opera romance, type that in. Now, start scrolling. Page 1 is where 90% of the money is made. Page 2 is where the remaining 9% goes. If you have to click next to get to page 3, 4, or 5, your book is a ghost. It is statistically impossible for a random reader to find you. While you're there, look at your competitors. Notice the pattern. Every single book on page 1 has social proof. They have the orange stars. They have recent activity. Amazon is showing you its contract of trust. Without that validation, your book is trapped in the shadows. In 2026, the reader contract is the most important concept in self-publishing. Every time a reader clicks a book, they are actually looking for a reason not to buy it. They've been burned before by low-quality books or misleading covers. They are looking for a sign that you will keep your promise. That little orange, verified purchase, badge next to a review is that sign. It is a legally binding contract of trust in the eyes of the algorithm. Amazon values verified reviews above everything else because they represent a real financial transaction. A single verified review from a stranger is worth more to your ranking than 50 unverified reviews from people who didn't buy the book on the platform. Why? Because it's the only data Amazon's bot truly trusts. It tells the algorithm, a real human spent their hard-earned money and their valuable time reading this. This is the fuel that tells the algorithm your book is safe to recommend to the next customer. Think of it like a snowball. You need those first few verified reviews to start the roll. Once the snowball starts moving, the algorithm takes over and starts doing the marketing for you. But without those first few verified reviews, the snowball never moves. It just sits there and melts until your book launch is forgotten. This is exactly why we built the Verified Book Reviews community. We saw thousands of brilliant authors with incredible stories and life-changing advice, failing simply because they didn't have a launch strategy for their reviews. They were writing in the dark and launching into the silence. At VBR, we don't believe in shortcuts or cheating the system. We believe in building a professional foundation. We created a space where authors can find the honest, high-quality, verified feedback that satisfies the Amazon algorithm's hunger for trust. It's about being compliant with the rules while still getting the credit your writing deserves. When you use a system like VBR, you are essentially signing the reader contract. You are proving to Amazon that your book isn't a risk. You are giving the algorithm the data it needs to move you from the basement to the shelf, and eventually, from the shelf to the front window. It's the difference between being a ghost on page 20 and being a contender on page 1. You didn't write a book for it to be a secret. You wrote it to be a success. The Amazon landscape is more crowded today than it has ever been. Thousands of books are uploaded every single hour. You cannot afford to be invisible. You cannot afford to let your hard work sit on a digital shelf gathering dust. Stop being a ghost. Start treating your book launch like the professional business it is. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that subscribe button. I share regular insights on how the Amazon algorithm actually works, giving you the facts you need to sell more books, ready to stop being invisible and start reaching the readers you wrote for. Head over to VerifiedBookReviews.com right now. Let's give your book the momentum it needs to move out of the shadows and onto the bestseller lists. I'll see you in the next video.